What if, for 30 seconds, the world lost all its oxygen? You may not realize it, but researchers have uncovered that oxygen is gradually escaping from Earth's atmosphere, and the reason remains a mystery. Scientists studying ice cores from Antarctica and Greenland found oxygen levels have decreased by 0.7% over the past 800,000 years. Earth's oxygen is dwindling, slowly but surely. While this isn't life-threatening for now, what if oxygen were to suddenly vanish? No oxygen in the air, the water, or in any living being, for a full 30 seconds. 30 seconds may seem short, but it can feel like a lifetime in critical situations. Many underestimate just how long 30 seconds truly is. Hold your breath for that duration, and you'll begin to understand. But in this scenario, it's not about holding your breath. In our thought experiment, every oxygen molecule has evaporated in an instant. What would the effects be on humans, plants, animals, and Earth itself? Earth's atmosphere is more than just breathable air. It also generates atmospheric pressure, which all life forms rely on. The total mass of Earth's atmosphere is about 5.8 quadrillion tons, of which roughly 1.2 million billion metric tons are oxygen. The air we breathe consists of 78% nitrogen, around 20% oxygen, 1% argon, and traces of other gases. Ironically, we inhale more nitrogen than oxygen, though oxygen is the most abundant element in our bodies, making up 65% of our composition. Oxygen is also responsible for 90% of our energy. Without oxygen, life as we know it could not survive. Imagine it disappearing in an instant. The average human consumes approximately 555 liters of oxygen daily. If your body lost all its oxygen immediately, it would lead to severe, unwanted side effects. On average, humans inhale and exhale about 15 times per minute to absorb enough oxygen to survive. This isn't like holding your breath, where you retain an oxygen supply for 3 to 5 minutes. In this scenario, your body would have zero oxygen, causing cells to die instantly as they lose the ability to maintain osmotic balance, altering water levels. Oxygen is essential for converting sugar to energy. Without it, cells quickly deplete energy and die. More likely, each cell would swell and rupture. Meanwhile, human skin would likely turn shades of blue and purple, with tingling in the extremities, followed by confusion, disorientation, and hallucinations. A grim end. And that's just the beginning. Without 20% of Earth's atmosphere, most creatures would suffer decompression sickness, where nitrogen dissolved in the blood forms bubbles due to the pressure drop, similar to what happens to divers. This condition can cause chest pain, breathing issues, and loss of consciousness. With a sudden 21% air pressure drop, everyone's inner ear would painfully rupture, equivalent to a rapid descent of 2,000 meters. Most animals would endure similar effects, and fish in the oceans would die within seconds as they lack the means to survive without oxygen. Ultimately, every life form with water in its body would burst in seconds. Without oxygen, combustion would cease, so fires would extinguish, and any engine relying on combustion, like car engines and plane turbines, would stall. A chain reaction of events would likely lead to catastrophe, with 434 nuclear power plants worldwide losing cooling water, risking numerous meltdowns within those 30 seconds without oxygen. An interesting phenomenon would also occur with bare metals on Earth's surface. They would fuse together, like cold welding in the vacuum of space, where touching metal surfaces bond as if welded. The same would likely happen on Earth. Oceans would start to evaporate instantly, turning to hydrogen gas, rising swiftly into space due to the sudden atmospheric shift. Hydrogen is flammable but cannot ignite without oxygen. So, instead of fires, vast clouds of hydrogen gas would form as oceans and seas vanish. Water, which is 89% oxygen by weight, would split, freeing hydrogen that would drift upwards and leak into space. Without oxygen, Earth's sky would lose its blue hue, shifting to a darker shade. The sky is blue due to sunlight reflecting off large oxygen and nitrogen atoms, Without oxygen, the sky would appear black, with bright stars visible during the day. Even the ground beneath us is composed of 46.1% oxygen, in combination with silicon, aluminum, iron, and more. If oxygen were suddenly removed, Earth's crust might crumble, triggering earthquakes and massive continental shifts. Concrete structures would collapse if deprived of oxygen, causing buildings worldwide to crumble alongside the oxygen-depleted ground. The ozone layer, made of 3 oxygen atoms, would vanish, exposing Earth to intense ultraviolet radiation, scorching anything under direct sunlight. Plants, too, would wither and perish, unable to survive without oxygen. While plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, they also need oxygen to function. After all these unsettling scenarios, you might feel relieved to know that Earth's oxygen won't disappear so abruptly. Our planet has more oxygen in the air than it needs right now, and in the worst-case scenario, we'd never completely run out. Humans, plants, oceans, and Earth itself continuously recycle oxygen. This exercise simply reminds us of how vital oxygen is to life on Earth. Enjoy this video? Did we miss something? Share your thoughts in the comments, give us a like, and subscribe to stay notified of new videos.